rushing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Broncos, who will be testing that coverage.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47th. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So the offense has it first and 10. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. his yardage back to the 29. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Now the rookie from Toledo, this is Kareem Hunt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Luck. Harris has it over the middle. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's Luck. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
On 2nd and 10, Luck going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. This is Hunt. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. As the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Here's Luck. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Luck on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be second and goal. Here's Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that. And
Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. To throw is Ryan. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Hunt. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run again with Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They run with Hunt. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Now a play fake here on first down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down now after the incompletion. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Love. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. He's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on second down is Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Back to throw. Locke. This will be caught at about the 6. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's Hunt. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. Luck now to throw. And this is caught by Watkins for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 19. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So it'll be first down here after the run. Here's Ryan to throw. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop him from the 1 back to the 2. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Ryan keeps it on the sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Matt Ryan, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Throwing is Locke. It's complete to Brown, right side. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Corey Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
He's going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
On the run, this is Hunt. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now it's Hunt. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So a big one there is that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, That could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 24-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Now Ryan on second down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. On first down, Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now Ryan on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Again on second and 10, it's Ryan. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They go play action with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll give the Broncos a first down. Shift together here from the D-line. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Ryan. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down. That's Hunt. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And now running right through it. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. 41 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run. This is Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They run again with Ware. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.